Champion, King of the Dot, this Sunday, October 15th. To me, King of the Dot staff, if you didn't know. And I know I'm very aware of all the matches on the card, but in terms of what the people want right now, I could put up a poll by myself. I could tell all the battle rappers don't retweet it so it's not biased. And I think, for the most part, Verb versus B Dot is going to be the most sought after match. I have Mike here. How do you feel initially about the battle?
Again, very highly anticipated. Very interested to see what happens. There's been a lot of trash talk for over a year. You know, going back and forth. We didn't know when it's going to happen. We didn't know if it was going to happen. So finally, see it going down. I'm excited for it, man. Definitely. Definitely, you know, and obviously it depends on, you know, what kind of A-Verb are we going to get. That's the big question going into it, I believe. For
me, now, I've spoke about this and I gave my predictions over a year ago. I don't want to, you know, backtrack on my opinion, my prediction that I had so far back. I had A-Verb winning. One thing I said is that you're going to get a different A-Verb. He's going to be focused for you. He's going to, the way y'all been talking and the fact that he may never get Lux and everyone's comparing B Dot to Loaded Lux, what do you think I'm going to do when I get my hands on something that I wanted, even if it's the replica? It looks like you got Jordans and you got the fake Jordans. I'm still going to wear the hell out the fake Jordans. Put my foot in there, walking them, stomping them, all that stuff. However, right now, B Dot is on a warpath. He's the most sought after rookie, in my opinion, in terms of all leagues. You know, everyone. Some people are good over here, and some people are over there. He's been bouncing all over the place, doing a lot of things, making a lot of noise. B Dot is a tough opponent. I think this is one of Verb's chances to prove that he's still in the game. A lot of talk. I tweeted out the poll and I said, "Who do you have winning and why?" I didn't say you pick this guy or pick that guy. A lot of the stuff was in B Dot's favor. Though he won the poll 55%. Everyone's saying Verb's washed. Verb is his last few battles haven't been there. What are we doing? This is a clear run for B Dot. We'll see. I feel like this is going to be the hungriest Verb I've seen. And honestly, it has to be the hungriest Verb. Your thoughts?
You know, based on what? Why would you have A-Verb winning? What was the... that's my... So let me...
Oh, so you have B Dot?
Of course.
Oh, okay.
Of course I do.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Well,
this is beautiful.
Let me start first and foremost by saying this. That in their prime, if you take all the rappers and you put them in their prime, A-Verb is my personal favorite.
Oh, me too.
A-Verb is absolutely my personal favorite rapper in his prime. He has not been in forever. God knows how long. That's the thing. I'm not going to say he's been quote-unquote pay-verb, as you like
You know my terms.
Because he has been, his writing has been on point this past few battles. He still does all the lyricism that we saw when he was in his prime. Just that there's no passion there. There's no aggression. Look at his battle with Sharon.
Yeah, it was.
The rhymes were there. The rhymes and the schemes were there, but he didn't care because he didn't.
Yeah.
Right. You have so many things to say about Sharon, and he didn't really say anything.
He didn't. The only thing he touched on was the first round, which was angles given to him about the Confederate flag. He touched that, and that was beautiful for a good 30 seconds. But after that, kind of fell flat. He
mentioned K-Shan smacking, but that was a throwaway.
Yeah, it was a throwaway.
It was a throwaway. But he didn't. You know, he could have done the whole angle about that, but he didn't. And that's the same thing against the Source, which was good A-Verb, right? That was a good battle. But again, there was no passion in it.
That's true.
And that's the way he's kind of been battling over the past. You know, so I don't think. He's battling just good enough where the leagues can't say that he's robbing them.
Yeah.
Because
so he's going to class and getting a C just to pass.
Yes. Okay. Basically. The lyrics are there, the schemes, the multis are there. There was no passion. There was no aggression. There was no I want to win this battle. There is you pay me, I'm here, I do my job, I'm out. That's kind of what A-Verb has been doing. Yeah. Pay-Verb. It's a good term. I like it. This has been doing the past few years. So you know, we can all hope that because of the trash talk and because, you know, B Dot being kind of so close to Loaded Lux that different A-Verb will show up. I'm not, you know, we're both Eagles fans, right? We're both Sixers fans, right? I am not getting my hopes up to be heartbroken.
You don't trust in the process. It's not Pennsylvania.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Embiid. I'm a fan of Wentz. I'm not gonna hope they make the finals, the Super Bowl, until it happens. Once it happens, I'm 100% in. Until then, I'm cautiously optimistic, and that's where I'm with A-Verb. I do not think if he shows up, it will make, you know, I'll be super happy as a battle rap fan. But there's just no reason for me to think that's going to happen.
So you have B Dot winning based on A-Verb not showing up.
Yeah, I think, well, in both of them in their prime, right? It's a close battle. I do think there's nobody who can beat Verb in his prime, to be quite honest. You know, Lux, Diz in their primes maybe can make it interesting. But
so he's not capable. You're saying he's not capable of reaching that, touching that same inner piece again.
But I'm always saying, you know, 2 or 3 people are capable of doing. Oh, Verb?
Yeah.
I don't know if he's capable. I don't think that there's a desire for him to. That's what I'm saying.
I think B-Dot is a desire. But what has B-Dot done to say that I'm going to destroy or clearly beat a Verb?
He has just been good. He has been good in every battle where he has all the stuff that we talk about A-Verb having, you know, with good lyrics, but also there's passion, there is, you know, there's anger, there's him. Sometimes too much even, you know, against Kotd, he was talking through his rounds. You can see he
did apologize to
yeah. But you can see he cares.
Yeah.
You can see he's there to win. You know, and in the end of the day, you know, talent, you know, talent is important, obviously, but when one guy is there, you know, to do a good job and the other guy is there to win, I'm always going to bet on the guy who's there to win.
One thing I do want to take away from B-Dot is the fact that his third round with Kotd, he's really good at having a conversation. If the time limits were 3:30 or 4 minutes, A-Verb, I don't know. But the time limits was 2, they lifted it to 2:30. Is that enough for B-Dot every round to have his full conversation? Because he said this on different radio platforms. I want to have a conversation with him. I have a lot to say to him. So now you got to cut that. And A-Verb's going into it with his material set at that. So his stuff is already perfect for him. So what does B-Dot do with times being cut that low?
That is a very good point. He's just going to have to, you know, sometimes... all good writers say that brevity is what makes it harder, right? That's how you become a better writer. Is you get to it, you know, you find your best, you know, the things you want to say that you have to say, and you kind of focus on that. So that is a very good point. I do think that B-Dot will have to be a better writer, and I'm not saying he was not a good writer before that. I'm just saying he's going to have to get to what's important as quickly as possible with his new time limits, and I do have faith in his pen that he's able to do that.
I still have faith in me being a fan. I'm actually a fan of both of them. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like what B-Dot does. I love like you said, the passion and how he comes across. And his third round versus Kotd was beautiful. Oh my goodness, I love the way he ended that. Know your stuff, Kotd. know your own language. Know your history. I love the way he ended that. But
his third versus Danny was deadly round.
He made Danny's own. I'm not about to bash Danny on the show.
I know you have a history with him.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for bringing it
Danny,
up.
I'm gonna leave you alone. What B-Dot did in that battle was even though that was debatable too.
And with Verb, there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot he can talk about.
Yeah. I still have Verb. I don't want to go back on my own prediction because I honestly feel like one battle that's gonna get Verb motivated is B-Dot. Y'all talking all this smack. He's on Twitter. If you tweet Verb right now, you can have 100, you can have 10 followers. But you say B-Dot name, I guarantee you he's gonna reply to you in seconds on why. Why he gonna beat me? Why? Go ahead. Don't take it back. I'll see you after Sunday. He's gonna say stuff like that to you. So he's saying that for some reason. Normally when you just get paid, you get quiet and like, I'll be there on Sunday. But Verb tweeting back, saying all this stuff, you know, trying to talk to people, going back and forth nonstop. Something's there that there might be a beast coming out on Sunday.
Hey man, I hope so. I sure hope so, man. If we get the Verb that we got against Hitman, we get Verb against Hitman Holla. Even if we get Verb we saw against Arsenal.
I was gonna say, yeah. Verb versus Arsenal. A Verb versus. See, that's the thing people not realizing. There's a lot of verbs you can tap back into. B-Dot battle Kotd. A-Verb battle Kotd. So if you match those two, who wins? A-Verb wins.
A-Verb wins.
So if you get the A-Verb Arsenal, A-Verb Math Hoffa, A-Verb Hitman, there's a whole bunch of A-Verbs you can tap back to. So if he tap backs into any of those A-Verbs, A-Verb versus SB, he's not gonna go there. My hopes are way too high. Excuse me. I'm sorry, A-Verb, you're not about to, angel dust. I don't believe it. I don't believe that. You're not gonna make that happen. But if he taps back into any of those, A-Verb might be winning 2-1.
He might, again, as a battle rap fan, that's what I want to see. I want to see A-Verb, for one last time, man. Just one last time, for, it's his retirement tour. It would be awesome.
I don't think you started. You're not retiring, Verb.
I don't know if he is either.
Stop lying. You're not retiring. Come on. I told you it's been yours. I've marked down every time that you've said you're retiring. I don't believe it. Stop lying. Keep going. Keep battling. Do what you do. Just battle twice a year. Don't retire.
Hey, man. again, I hope he gives us a reason to want him more. You know, that's it, man. You know, if he shows up, if he is the angry, pissed off Verb, we're gonna have a goodie. And I don't think that's no slight to that. I don't think anybody can beat that pissed off Verb. I just don't believe he's showing up. So I still have that win this battle. I will never disrespect Verb and say he's game 3-0. I will never do that in my life. So I got that winning this one 2-1.
That's a good assessment. Thank you, Mike. Shake my hand. I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me, man. It's been a pleasure.
Anytime. Champion.
I be there, mama. They know who I am, mama. Still your little boy. Tell them I'm the man, mama. Smile a bit. I shook a couple hands, mama. I'm getting there. I made a couple